A recent U.S. military operation in the Pacific Ocean has sparked controversy and raised questions about the escalating war on drugs. 3 lives were lost in a second strike on a suspected drug boat, marking a significant development in the U.S. campaign against seaborne drug smuggling. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth confirmed that 3 individuals were killed in the strike on Wednesday, with no U.S. forces harmed. This incident follows a similar strike the day before, resulting in 2 fatalities. Both vessels were believed to be part of known trafficking routes in international waters, according to Hegseth. The strikes, which have been ongoing since September 2, represent a new front in the U.S.'s anti-drug efforts. While most strikes have occurred in the Caribbean Sea, these latest incidents mark the first in the Pacific Ocean. These strikes will continue, day after day, Hegseth declared in a post on X, emphasizing the U.S.'s commitment to combating narco-terrorism. But here's where it gets controversial. U.S. President Donald Trump has asserted his legal authority to bomb boats in international waters. He even hinted at expanding these operations to land, stating, "We are allowed to do that, and if we do it by land, we may go back to Congress." This potential escalation has raised concerns among critics who question the legality and potential consequences of such actions. At least 37 people have lost their lives in these U.S. strikes, including a recent attack on a semi-submersible vessel in the Caribbean. 2 survivors from last week's strike were repatriated to Colombia and Ecuador, with one man, Andres Fernando Tufino, later released by the Ecuadorian government due to lack of evidence. The timing of these strikes coincides with rising tensions between the Trump administration and the Colombian government led by President Gustavo Petro. Trump has openly criticized Petro, calling him a thug and a bad guy, and has even threatened to take very serious action against him and Colombia. Trump's harsh words and actions have not gone unnoticed, with Petro being labeled as an illegal drug leader by the U.S. president. And this is the part most people miss. The Pacific coastlines of Colombia and nearby Ecuador have long been identified by experts as key routes for drug trafficking towards the U.S. through Central America and Mexico. U.S. estimates from the Drug Enforcement Agency, DEA, support this, indicating that the majority of cocaine destined for U.S. cities passes through the Pacific. While drug seizures in the Caribbean have accounted for a smaller percentage of the total, U.S. officials warn that this is changing. To date, little information has been provided about the identities of those killed in the strikes, or their alleged connections to drug trafficking organizations. With over 10,000 U.S. troops, along with military aircraft and ships, deployed to the Caribbean as part of this operation, the question remains, is this a necessary and effective strategy in the war on drugs, or does it raise ethical and legal concerns that warrant further discussion? What are your thoughts on this evolving situation? Feel free to share your opinions and engage in a respectful dialogue in the comments below.